big right and a left, and oh, and down his head, just absolutely hurt him a little bit. Oh, beautiful big right hand, and he's out. Down goes.
Gavin moving out of the range.
That's a big shot that drops Schimmel, and this fight is over.
Courtney Blocker and Dominique Good met in a scheduled 4-round bout. In the second round of the fight, Blocker unleashed a vicious right hand that caught Good flush on the chin.
And he's out. Down goes. He's out. Dominique Good. Beautiful right hand.
Good retired from boxing immediately after this devastating loss.
Right in the right hand, right out, and that's exactly what he did, to a straight right hand, and he was out before he hit the mat.
On April 29, 1995, IBF light middleweight champion Vincent Pway defended his title against Simon Brown.
Shake hands now, and good luck to both of you.
Looking for his 4th world title, and here he is.
The fight was action-packed as both fighters exchanged huge shots from the opening round.
Simon ready with it, no damage done at all. Both guys exchange shots.
Brown scored the first knockdown of the fight by dropping Pway toward the end of the first round.
About 25 seconds to go in the first round. He's got Pway hurt, and Pway goes down. Pway able to get back up. His eyes are clear, but his legs are gone. Counts up to 6 and 7 and 8. I don't think he can recover. There's only 10 seconds to go. Here comes Simon.
Pway, however, returned the favor in round 3 with a sharp right hand.
Right now. Oh, Simon is dropped with a right hand. A short feint and a sneaky right hand that counts up to 6 and 7.
In round 5, Pway was knocked through the ropes.
Oh, nice shot. He was hit by a low blow. The referee did.
But he climbed back into the ring to score a devastating knockout with a brutal left hook that sent Brown collapsing to the canvas unconscious in round 6.
That is that type of fight. Simon gets clipped with a left hook, and Simon may not be.
However, in a strange turn of events, Brown continued to throw punches in his unconscious state while lying on his back on the canvas.
Simon Brown knocked out with a left hook, and he's hurt. Simon is laying on the canvas and throwing punches still. Simon Brown could be hurt. He was hit.
On October 12, 2012, David Lemieux and Alvaro Giona met in a scheduled 10-round bout.
Toucher des gants, touch love. Bonne chance, good luck.
A gigantic heavyweight bout.
After a brief exchange in the opening round, Lemieux dropped Giona to the canvas with a straight right hand.
Guys like Rubio found
On a big right hand, and down goes Giona.
no changes necessary there, Mark. That is that right hand.
Giona got back to his feet quickly, but once the action was allowed to continue, Lemieux added a monstrous left hook that sent Giona crashing to the canvas in a concussed state.
And a big right and a left, and oh, and down his head, just absolutely smashed off the canvas.
That would be a knockout of the year contender.
Wow! Alvaro Giona is out cold.
Back in September 23, 1952, Rocky Marciano and Joe Walcott met for the first time for the World Heavyweight Championship. Walcott, who was making the second defense of his title, floored the challenger in the opening round with a sharp left hook. Marciano got back up quickly, but took a beating for the rest of the round.
Heavyweight title.
Both men continued in a back-and-forth contest for the next 11 rounds as they traded heavy punches. Coming into round 13, Walcott was ahead on all the scorecards, but Marciano caught him with a vicious right to the jaw that put him on the canvas and out for the count.
slow motion when Walcott is backed up against the ropes. It'll be seen that he's...
On July 26, 1986, Mike Tyson and Marvis Fraser met in a scheduled 10-round bout.
With wins, as we saw earlier, over the likes of Quick Tillis and Bone Crusher.
Scoring on the round system, supplemental 4-point scoring system if the round...
The fight only lasted for 30 seconds, making it the fastest knockout victory of Tyson's career.
Marvis must move or we're going to be out of here very, very quickly. Uppercut, and Marvis is hurt.
Fraser is down. Joe Cortez moves in to have a look, and he's going to stop the fight. It did not last 20 seconds. Tyson goes over to take a look at Marvis Fraser, obviously quite concerned. A terrific uppercut. The same punch with which Tyson knocked out Jesse Ferguson.
On August 28, 2007, IBF middleweight champion Arthur Abraham made the 5th defense of his title against Gavor. In round 11, Abraham caught Gavor with a brutal left hook, sending the challenger down on his knees before slumping to the canvas. Next, we have the fight between Arturo Gotti and former world champion Joey Gamash on February 26, 2000.
Touch up and good luck to both of you.
Gotti came into the bout looking considerably bigger than his opponent. Gotti overwhelmed Gamash and scored 2 knockdowns in the opening round.
Colorful place in boxing history, and there's a knockdown by Gotti as he puts Gamash across the bottom rope with a minute still to go in the first.
Gamash is wobbly.
Darley stopped Gotti in his tracks.
He's trying to pull a Gotti.
Oh, there's a big left hook by Gotti, and the body punch set it up. And Joey Gamash looks...
Gamash, however, fought back bravely to make it to the end of the round.
Gamash punching back, but giving Gotti a chance to land.
But less than a minute into round 2, Gotti unloaded a 3-punch combination that knocked Gamash out cold on his feet before crashing into the canvas.
He's got a 15-pound weight advantage. Every time he lands a shot, it's abundantly clear. Benji Esteves isn't going to bother with a count here, as Gamash's eyes were closed before he hit the canvas.
On August 22, 2015, Miris and Manuel Char squared off in a scheduled 10-round bout.
Правила покажите чистый бой. Clean fight, okay? Shake hands.
В то время будем говорить с таким же придыханием.
Breus looked sharp from the opening bell, connecting with some quick combinations while avoiding the incoming shots from Char.
Интересный боксер, и я думаю, что маятник.
And with only a few seconds left in round 5, Breus had knocked Manuel Char face first through the ropes.
Просит из угла повторить комбинацию.
Опа! Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой! Ничего себе!
Глухой нокаут! Просто!
Вот это да!
Какой апперкот вылетел! Ой-ой-ой!
Вот это да! Вот это завтра будет во всей...
Вот это, конечно, будет просто везде! Он как подрубленный упал.
On June 28, 1989, undefeated Gary Mason defended his British heavyweight title against Jess Harding.
Yeah, but he's surprisingly agile. He has a good rhythm, good movement, and he carries. So now.
Mason came out firing from the opening bell as Harding looked to counter the champion.
Very pleased with that one, but he knows he can't hang around with all his camp at one time. Thought they was putting Harding in a bit too much above his head. Gum shields out there. Minute gone. And he's willing to stand and trade punches with him, Harding. He's got to do.
But with less than 10 seconds to go in the round, Mason dropped the challenger hard to the canvas.
Flush on the chin there. I doubt whether he'll get over this round, although he's running out of time. The right-hand punch really did it, and he's got to continue the count. And Larry O'Connell just glanced at the timekeeper, and if he stays up long enough, the bell's going to interfere, and it is.
Mason continued from where he left off in round 1 and obliterated Harding with a straight right hand that landed flush on the face in the second round.
It doesn't look as though it's going to go, Jim. No, it won't now. He's out in the second. And they've dived in there. The referee stopped it while he's on the floor, turning him on the side. And the boxing board of control doctors in the ring right away. This fella was a bit...
On November 6, 1999, Derek Jefferson faced veteran journeyman Maurice Harris in a scheduled 10-round bout.
Touch him up. Touch him up. Thank you.
Which is more important?
I think experience will be the most important factor here tonight.
Both men went to work immediately from the opening bell, trading heavy shots.
And a guy, and you can't put the courage, and you can't put the will to go 10 rounds or 12 rounds on it.
In the second round, Jefferson dropped Harris twice.
Harris should go to Jefferson's body every chance he gets.
Oh, and that's a good way to finish. Uppercut landed. Harris goes down again.
But a few seconds after the second knockdown, Harris returned the favor by dropping Jefferson with the right hand.
And down goes Jefferson.
For the next few rounds, both continued to trade hard shots until round 6, when Jefferson dropped Harris again with a series of body shots.
He did that with his power punches early, and now Harris.
Toward the end of the 6th round, Jefferson landed a clean counter left hand that knocked Harris's mouthpiece off, before violently hitting his head on the canvas.
On his feet.
Derek
Jefferson, I love you.
Oh my gosh! Roy, what a shot!
What a shot, Sam.
On February 11, 2001, former heavyweight champion Ray Mercer faced Jeff Piggies in a scheduled 10-round bout.
Let's go.
By what you see here.
Yeah, you look at him, and we've been mentioning his weight, you know.
From the opening bell, Mercer used his quick and sharp left jab to hurt Piggies and have him on the defensive.
And with Mercer, and that can be dangerous. Remember much about that finish, if anything. That really was one of the scary...
Then, in the final seconds of round 2, Mercer knocked Piggies through the ropes onto the ringside table.
To land. He said he was able to get to Lennox Lewis with that jab. He wobbled him.
Yeah, this one is going to be over.
Uh-oh.
That's a case the referee should have stepped in there and did not. Well, he finished. There's no question about that, but Piggies didn't need to take that last shot.
There's the parents of Ray Mercer.
Mom, Betty, Dad, Ray Sr., and they are concerned about Piggies.
Yeah, and you can't blame Ray Mercer for that.
No.
Dickie Eklund squared off against Alan Clark in a scheduled 10-round welterweight bout. After a back-and-forth contest during the first 8 rounds, Eklund backed Clark into the corner toward the end of round 9. He then connected with a left hook that appeared to have knocked Clark out cold on his feet, but the referee did not intervene. So Eklund followed up with a barrage of combinations to the head of a defenseless Clark before he eventually crashed to the canvas unconscious. Thank you for watching this video. Kindly subscribe and turn on the post notification so that you will never miss another interesting update from this channel.